Hey, Lions fans. One Pride. I'm Derek, and I'll update you on everything happening in Detroit. As the NFL trade deadline approaches on November 5th, the Detroit Lions find themselves at a critical juncture. With Aiden Hutchinson's injury leaving a significant gap in their defensive line, the team is evaluating potential additions that could help bolster their pass rush for a deep playoff run. Recently, ESPN's Jeremy Fowler released a new fact that Brad Holmes contacted a star and could arrive in Detroit. Let's check out this interesting player. First of all, I wanted to take a moment to ask for your help. If you like our videos, please consider giving us a like. It's a fantastic way to support us and keep our content going. Thank you for your support. Rumors surrounding a possible deal for Haason Reddick intensified after ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reported that the Lions have reached out to the Jets. Although details are sparse, it seems that the Lions are at least exploring the possibility of acquiring the two-time Pro Bowl edge rusher. As Fowler noted, Haason Reddick would be an obvious player the Lions can inquire about, and I've been told they have reached out. This possible move raises several key questions for both the Lions and their fans. What would it take to bring Reddick to Detroit, and how would his arrival impact the team? The Lions have had a solid season, with their offense firing on all cylinders thanks to Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and the continued dominance of David Montgomery. However, defensively, losing Hutchinson has exposed the need for a more consistent pass rush. This is where Haason Reddick enters the picture. Reddick has been one of the most productive pass rushers in the league, recording 16 sacks in 2022 and continuing to be a disruptive force against opposing offenses. His speed, agility, and relentless pursuit of the quarterback make him a nightmare for offensive lines to handle. Adding a player of Reddick's caliber would immediately elevate the Lions' defense to another level, providing the kind of pressure that could make the difference in tight games down the stretch. One of the key factors in any potential trade for Reddick is his contract situation. Reddick has made it clear he is looking for a new deal, and this is likely why he has been holding out for most of the season. The Jets, who acquired Reddick in a previous trade, have been reluctant to meet his demands for an extension, leaving the door open for a potential trade. For the Lions, this presents a challenge. While they have been proactive in extending key players like Jared Goff, Penei Sewell, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Alim McNeill in recent months, adding another big contract might strain their salary cap flexibility. The question becomes, are the Lions willing to make the necessary financial commitment to secure Reddick's services, both for the remainder of this season and beyond? As for the Jets' asking price, reports suggest that the Lions would likely need to part with significant draft capital to make this deal happen. The Jets initially acquired Reddick for a conditional third-round pick from the Philadelphia Eagles, but if they were to trade him to another NFC team, the price could escalate to a second-round pick. It's unclear whether the Lions are willing to meet this price, especially considering their long-term focus on building through the draft. If the Lions do manage to acquire Haason Reddick, the question then becomes how he would fit into defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn's scheme. The Lions' defense has shown flashes of brilliance this season, but without Hutchinson, they have struggled to maintain consistent pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Reddick's arrival would undoubtedly change that. Reddick is known for his versatility. Whether he's lined up on the edge or dropping into coverage, his speed, strength, and football IQ allow him to make plays all over the field. His ability to force turnovers. He has 8 forced fumbles over the last 3 seasons. Would provide a much-needed spark for a defense that has struggled to create game-changing plays this year. One of the Lions' biggest strengths this season has been their ability to stop the run. Adding Reddick to the mix would make their front 7 even more formidable, allowing them to continue to dominate in the trenches while also improving their ability to disrupt opposing passing games. Despite the growing rumors, the Lions coaching staff, led by Dan Campbell, has remained cautious about the possibility of making a splash before the trade deadline. In a recent press conference, Campbell emphasized that the team is doing its due diligence, but they are not looking to rush into a decision. "We're open to anything," Campbell said. "Brad Holmes is working through it. We are not going to be in a hurry." Brad would tell you he's doing his homework, the crew's doing their homework, they're looking at everything. But we're not going to make a move to make it. It's got to be right. It's got to be the right guy, and the pieces have to fall in place. This patient approach is consistent with how the Lions have operated under Holmes and Campbell. They have been methodical in building a competitive roster, and while they are undoubtedly looking for opportunities to improve, they are not going to mortgage their future on a quick-fix solution. If the Lions do decide to pull the trigger on a deal for Haason Reddick, the potential upside is enormous. Reddick is in the prime of his career and has already proven that he can be a difference-maker on a championship-caliber team. His performance with the Philadelphia Eagles in 2022, where he recorded 16 sacks and helped lead them to the Super Bowl, is a testament to his ability to perform under pressure. For a Lions team with aspirations of making a deep playoff run, Adding a player like Reddick could be the final piece that pushes them over the top. With a defensive line featuring Reddick, Hutchinson, once healthy, and a strong supporting cast, the Lions would have one of the most fearsome pass rushing units in the league. As the trade deadline draws near, the Detroit Lions find themselves in a strong position to make a move that could significantly improve their chances of competing for a Super Bowl this season. While there are certainly financial and logistical hurdles to overcome, the potential acquisition of Haason Reddick could be the bold move that takes this team to the next level. Reddick's proven track record as one of the top pass rushers in the league, combined with the Lions' existing talent, makes this a compelling storyline to watch in the coming days. Whether or not the Lions are willing to meet the Jets' asking price remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. Haason Reddick would be a game-changing addition to this defense. We're curious to know, do you think Haason Reddick would be the perfect addition to the Lions' defense? Or should the team focus on other areas to improve? Would his contract demands be worth the investment? Or could the asking price be too steep? Also, how do you feel about the Lions' cautious approach at the trade deadline? Let's interact and exchange ideas in the comments. Leave your thoughts. Remember to leave your like and subscribe to our channel. Be another member of our community. Receive exclusive content every day. We make it a priority to let you know everything that happens in Detroit. See you later.